I am, not unto us. But unto thy name give glory, for thy mercy and for thy truth's sake. Wherefore should the heathen say, where is now their God? But our God is in the heavens. He hath done whatsoever he hath pleased. Their idols are silver and gold, the work of men's hands. They have mouths, but they speak not. Eyes have they, but they see not. They have ears, but they hear not. Noses have they, but they smell not. They have hands, but they handle not. Feet have they, but they walk not. Neither speak they through their throat. They that make them are like unto them. So is everyone that trusteth in them. O Israel, trust thou in the I am, for he is their help and their shield. O house of Aaron, trust in the I am. He is their help and their shield. You that fear the I am, trust in the I am. He is their hope and their shield. The I am hath been mindful of us. He will bless us. He will bless the house of Israel. He will bless the house of Aaron. He will bless them that fear the I am, both small and great. The I am shall increase you more and more, and your children. You are blessed of the I am, which made heaven and earth. The heaven and even the heavens are the I ams, but the earth hath he given to the children of men. The dead praise not the I am, neither any that go down into silence. But we will bless the I am, for this time forth and forevermore praise ye the I am. Psalms chapter 115. Deliver me from the hands of evil spirits, who have sway over the thoughts of men's hearts. And let them not lead me astray from thee, my God. Establish thou me in my seed, that we go not astray henceforth and forever. Jubilees chapter 12 and verse 20. Yes. All praises to the Most High. All praises, glory to his wonderful name. Even that great I am, that spirit that moved upon the water. Yes, the God of Abram, Isaac, and Jacob. Yes, all blessing to his name, all praises to his name. For he hath gotten us the victory. He has gotten us the victory. In many ways we don't see it, but the victory is wrought. But those who do see, the victory is yours. All you have to do is just keep praising him and glorifying the I am, and just live out his commandments, statutes, ordinances, and laws. Yes, that is your praise. That is your sacrifice. Yes, it truly is to bless the name of the I am. Yes, we're here. And I've just noticed something, how here, just looking on social media, how that in the U.S. they have, many say they have enacted what you would call in other countries apartheid. But this is in government facilities that you cannot use. They can separate the races in the government facilities, or those, should I say, that are contracted with government facilities. They can do these things. So the fact is, you say, well, how is this so? Well, it was signed by our new president. Yes, it was. And it's legitimate, and he done what he done. He said what he said. Now I noticed in his first should I say, presidency, he did not enact such a thing. He did not even think of such a thing. Now he has an advisor that comes from a place where apartheid was very prevalent. And now he has been, this is like a demon whispering in his ear. Apartheid, some type of apartheid. So now he has enacted a type of apartheid that affects the races in the United States that causes. But this is a blessing in disguise. It's a blessing in many ways that we cannot fathom. but many will understand it. But understand this, even though the Satans have established a voice in his ear, God has a voice elsewhere that's in the ear of something that they don't see coming. But either way, but I see it. I'm waiting on it. And it's already in the making. It's brewing up. Yes, it's brewing up. And we thank God for that. That God always see. God works through circumstances. We want to be delivered. We want to be set free of those that hate us just for our hue of our skin or just us being who we are. God got you, just like he did in David. He said, don't go against them. In our last chapter, don't go against them. When you hear the myrtle trees shake, oh yeah, all praises, all praises. Yes. You say, oh, and then they denote our God as what? One who is like this Jesus, tiptoeing through the tulips. I love everybody. Slap me, keep me, beat me. I love you, I love you, I love you. Yes. Do all you can. I remember also a movie called The Seeker, where in one of his episodes he encountered a woman who, regardless of what they did, they would not strike against their enemy. She was talking about how you should love your enemies. Isn't this the way we're taught now in our churches, to be docile? Not to stand for ourselves, not to, oh, you don't want to just die. You want to live. In other words, you want to live, but you don't want to live. You want to wait till the sweet by and by. But God gives you your power now. God will give you what you need now. God will give you all these things that you need now. If you will obey his commandments, statutes, and ordinances, you will be the head and not the tail. Now see, there are voices all over through men and women that denounce God, that called God this and that. Isn't that because God has hidden his face because of our sins? They have gotten, should I say, someone else has talking to them, and they have gotten to the point where they're just giving up on God. But you too are going to be caught up in this matrix, not matrix, but this thing that God is about to bring upon this land. Note what I'm saying. And those who would cleave unto the Most High will be alive and thriving. Yes. God is trying to move you out the way so you won't be the collateral damage of what is about to happen. Regardless of what they do and how they do it, follow along. Do what you have to do. Don't let them come in your house. Don't let them unalive you and your family. God don't deal with that. No. You do what you have to do, and that. Don't forget your power tools. Shout out to my brother PBT. Yes. Now, other than that, we're in the book of First Chronicles. The book of First Chronicles. First Chronicles, and we're in chapter 15. I didn't get it wrong this time. First Chronicles chapter 15. Yes. And it reads, we're still in the Chronicles of David. The Chronicles of David. King David. You have to realize King David was a man that was he's given an example of how we should be. Yet he sinned a sin in his life, thinking that he was going to get away. All he knew the law, statutes, commandments, and ordinances, but he thought he was going to get away. But he committed adultery. And that adultery was to the point of hideousness. It's nothing new in this life that people should do as he did. No, it's not new. But they do it in a different way. They'll see another man's wife, they'll talk to her, and she's just as giggly and all this stuff, and then he lays with her. And then he gets caught. And she gets caught by her man. And some of them even to the point where she would say, we can be together if we unalive my husband. Yes. Now, in chapter First Chronicles chapter 15 and verse 1. And David made him houses in the city of David, and prepared a place for the ark of the I Am, and pitched it for a tent. And David said, none ought to carry the ark of God but the Levites. So it is. Those appointed of the seed of Aaron are the high priest. Those of the Levites, period, are those who attend and minister unto the Most High. For the Most High is the King. You see, God got rid of all of that because the king has his cabinet, he has his ministers. Even if you see today, you see the ministers, you see the cabinets of different regimes, presidents, or whatever you call it. Even in corporations, you see the same thing where they have their inner circles and then they have those outside the circles and all of that. God has his, not only in his realm or in heaven as we call it, the sky. This is the only way they could explain it back then. But God also has his inner circle called the Levites. And beyond that is those that are of the seed of Aaron. Yes, this is what God has to minister unto himself. The prophets are the messengers. They could be of the Levites or they could be of any Israelite. The seed of Jacob. Seed of Jacob. Not no convert. Now, he said, none ought to carry the ark of God but the Levites. For them hath the I Am chosen to carry the ark of God and to minister unto him forever. Now you get the picture. And David gathered all Israel together to Jerusalem to bring up the ark of the I Am unto this place which he had prepared for it. And David assembled the children of Aaron and the Levites and the son of Kohath, Uriel the chief, and his brethren 120. And of the sons of Merari, Asaiah the chief, and his brethren 220. And the sons of Gershom, Joel the chief, and in his brethren 130. You will hear these names also if you go back into previous chapters, and you will find out through in the chapter entitled The Chronicles of the Levites. Their names are there. The sons of Gershom, verse 7, Joel the chief and his brethren 130. The sons of Elisaphan, Shemaiah the chief and his brethren 200. The sons of Hebron, Eliel the chief and his brethren 80. 20 means a score, so 80 brethren. The sons of Uzziel, Aminadab the chief and his brethren 112. And David called for Zadok and Abiathar the priest, and for the Levites, for Uriel, Asaiah, Joel, Shemaiah, and Eliel, and Aminadab, and said unto them, you are the chief of the fathers of the Levites. Sanctify yourselves. Excuse me. In other words, set apart yourself, wash yourself, make yourself ready for service of the I Am. Both ye and your brethren, that ye may bring up the ark of the I Am of God of Israel into the place that I have prepared for it. For because ye did it not at first, the I Am your God made a breach upon us, for that we sought him not after the due order. So the priests and the Levites sanctified themselves to bring up the ark of the I Am of the God of Israel. And the children of the Levites bear the ark of God upon their shoulders, with the stays thereon, as Moses commanded according to the word of the I Am. Now, answer me this. Well, their churches built all, you say, now see, this is what is happening with the New Testament. Churches are saying they replace not only the Levites, but the children of Israel. Christianity. Churches, no, you cannot replace the children of Israel and the government of Israel. No, you cannot. There is no way on God's earth that he has created that a church or whatever this these entities, these Greek entities, decide they want to do in the New Testament that they've made up. You made up the word church, and many of you take it to be, oh, this is the new Jerusalem. You take baptism, this is the new circumcision. No, when he says circumcise your heart, that means get all that stuff that calls you not to feel, not to be sympathetic, not to be aware of the commandments, statutes, ordinances of God. Always be sensitive to the things of the I am, even his commandments, statutes, and ordinances. Yes, to be sensitive. That's why the removal of the foreskin, the removal of that sin or that thing that you have upon your heart. Some of you, you have the foreskin of Christianity. You cannot even fathom the things of God. You have the foreskin of the ways of this world and all kind of witchcraft and all manner of other evils that they have indoctrinated you on. Astrology, astronomy, whatever seems right in your eyes, this is what you have. But he says now, verse 13, he says, for because ye did not at first, the I am our God made a breach upon us, a breach, a break. He divided us. For that we sought him not after the due order. So the priests and the Levites sanctified themselves to bring up the ark of the I am of Israel. I am that I am. In other words, he's saying, I am whatever I say that I am. Now, and the children of the Levites bear the ark of God upon their shoulders, with the staves thereon, as Moses commanded according to the word of the I am. And David spake to the chief of the Levites to appoint their children to be the singers with instruments of music, psalteries and harps, cymbals sounding by lifting up the voice with joy. In other words, praise, praise, praise. Or they can say, yes, yes, yes. Great is your faithfulness. They can say, all praise is due to God. They can sit up there and sing all kind of songs. Yes. It says, great is God. God is he that does all things with joy. Our buckler and our shield. Our wheel in the wheel. Oh my God, how I love you. Yes. However you want to call it. Yes. Yes. Singing any song. In other words, you can have them basses going and the leads going and the cymbals going. Boom, 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 boom. It's all right. See, now you can't let the Christians take that away from you. You don't have to beat bongos and all that. You can do that if you want to, if that's your genre of music. But whatever genre of music you have, you can play that in the sight of the I am. Now you got those who in the Christianity, what they want to do. Walk around about half naked. They walk around and they're told all kind of things. Many of them don't even read the Bible, so let's stop it right there. I digress. And so in verse 17, the Levites appointed Heman and the sons of Joel and of his brethren Asaph and the sons of Bechiah and the sons of Merari. In other words, singing and just praising God as they march along with the Ark of the Covenant. Yes, Ethan, the son of Kusiah, and with them their brethren of the second degree, Zechariah, Ben Haziel, and Shemarath, and Jehiel, and Uni, and Eliab, and Benaiah. Benaiah, that was the chief. He was one who David could say a word and he will cut your throat. He would do that. And Masiah, and Mittitiah, and Eliphele, Mikneliah, and Obededom, and Jael, and the porters. They were the gatekeepers. They were the ones that would be on the ends of the procession going to the temple or going to the temporary temple. Just making sure nobody gets too close. And then the porters was also those that would keep the doors in the temple of Solomon. So the singers Herman, Asaph, and Ethan were appointed to sound with cymbals of brass. Verse 20. And Zechariah and Aziel and Shemiraroth, and Jehiel, and Uni, and Eliab, and Messiah, and Benaiah, and with psalteries on Alamoth, and Mittitiah, and Eliphleah, and Mikneiah, and Obededom, and Jael, and Azariah, with harps on the Shemithnith to excel. In other words, they're going at it now. And Cheniah, chief of the Levites, was for a song. He instructed about the song because he was skillful. In other words, that man knew how to sing a song. He could sing like, ah! I mean, regardless of how you sing, if it brings joy to your heart, whether you sing in a Negro spiritual, if you sing in an African chant, as long as it's to the praise of the Most High, it's all good, yes. All praises, all praises. Even down there into Australia, you Australians, I ain't talking about the other ones, the colonizers, I'm talking to the Australians. Praise God anyway, yes. Yes, 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 because you were on that island at the time of Pangea, and you were moved out of the way of being connected to the Pangean continent. And they wonder how you got there. No, you didn't get there by ship. You was there because God divided the land, the earth, into what we see now that we call the maps. And they try to gaslight you. You can see Brazil was part of Africa, all the way up to North America, part of North Africa. All that was all connected, and then the little parts of the northern European parts was all connected. All that was all one land. It's a fool can see such a thing that it has happened. A fool, yes. Now, and Berechiah and Elkanah were doorkeepers for the ark. Where you're not coming near this ark. You're not coming near this ark. They will delete you. They will take you out. So David and the elders of Israel and the captains over thousands went to bring the ark of the covenant of the I Am out of the house of Obededom with joy. Yes, it sounds like an African name because they were African. They were born, their ancestors were born in Egypt, Africa. It's not just Egypt, it's Egypt, Africa. Morocco, Africa. Yes, it is. Or you can say Morocco, Akrabulan, Egypt, Akrabulan, however you want to put it. This was it. Now, and it came to pass when God helped the Levites that bear the ark of the covenant of the I Am, that they offered 7 bullocks, 7 rams. Yes, they slit their throats and watched the blood roll down to the ground. Why? Because these were the innocents. A bullock don't know nothing but to do what his master tells him. A ram does not know. He walks according to his instincts and how he knows things should be, as God had put it in them. So therefore they were clean before God. They sinned not. And this was instructed by the I Am, because if not, God sacrificed to man and to cover him with the skins of animals. Some of you say, oh, God didn't do that. How can you prove it? Why do you sacrifice to God? Why did he require the innocence of an animal? The innocence of an animal was required at the sin of mankind. First, God did this to you first, man. Don't take this mess that these people put upon you. God sacrificed to you first. He didn't sacrifice no man, he sacrificed an animal, and that's what he told you to do for him. Yes, he did, and gave you his skins to cover your filthy nakedness that you have done, not only the conscience, but also your body. That's why we should not walk around with our women with their breasts out and men with their all parts of their bodies out. We should not walk around like that. You should cover it. Especially your loins, and women her breast and her loins. The rest of it doesn't matter. You see what you see. In other words, if your heart is pure, you're going to see pure. You're going to see a naked man, half naked man, it won't bother you. It depends on what was put into your mind. The part that is for copulation and all that, yes, that will pay effect on even you, even an animal. But I digress. I can go further in that one. We will one day. But either way. And David, in verse 27, David was clothed with a robe of fine linen. You're talking about cotton. A robe of cotton. Linen is made like it's airy. You can find it at your local, should I say, fabric store, or any store that sells fabric. You can find linen. Some linen are tight and some linens are loose. But these linens are the type of linen that don't require, should I say, would not cause sweat. This is what the Levites wore. Linen that will not cause sweat. Now, it says now, he was the Levites that, in verse 27, and all the Levites that bear the ark, and the singers, and the Chenaniah, the master of the songs, with the singers. In other words, they were singing and praising and dancing before the ark because what? It says the law of the Lord, the law of Yahweh, the law of the I am, Tanini Nanini Tata and Zambi the Heya, is pure, and that is fair. Great intentions God has for what he have designed for man to measure his love for his fellow man. Yes, if you want to use that word love. Okay, now. Thus all Israel brought the ark up of the I am with shouting, with the sound of the cornet and with trumpets. Now you see the Christians come, they have their little, they read the word, they'll read it. And that's all you really need. They'll read it. Then they'll sit up there, they'll have their processions and all this. Yeah, you rejoice, I give you that. Yes, that's good, rejoicing before the I am. But then you come with this man that's supposed to be your leader and he speaks his opinion. Instead of just reading the word and clarifying what, to help the understanding of those that are hearing. It says, in all Israel, shouting. In other words, you hear something going, you hear the drum, boom, 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 boom. It wasn't sounding like no English stuff. This sounded like African stuff. Have you seen an African procession with the congos and bongos and things, horns are showing? Even with Abraham toward it, how they praised him. You heard the horns shout out. A football game too. Then you hear the band go, zoom, zoom. Yes, this is how we should do before the word. Yes. And just let the Spirit of the Most High just fill you with the joy. And it says in the cymbals and making noise with psalteries and harps. And it came to pass as the ark of the covenant of the I am came to the city of David, that Michal, the daughter of Saul, looking out a window, saw King David dancing. Oh, this man was happy. You can say, he was going like this and all that, and just praising God and just going, just giving, just shouting or whatever he kind of dance he was doing. Yes. Don't matter what kind of dance he was doing. He could have been doing the crip walk. Who knows? But anyway, she was looking out a window and saw him dancing and playing, and she despised him in her heart. That was a devil. That was a devil. But nevertheless, David didn't care. He like, woman, you go about I'm going to praise my God. Because it was Adam, because of his love for Eve over his God, whom had been there since he was created, that he hearkened unto his wife. And with that, if we obey the commandments, statutes, and ordinances of the Most High, we will have peace.
Walk with me.